tyres, it's such a long track, can really get you places. So it's a lot to think about Spa, and the weather as well can change within an instant there.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot to think about when it comes to Spa, but yeah, just got to see. There's nothing you can do about that, but practice is key.
I don't know if you got the second invite, but I'm in as a spectator. I don't think I can invite
I haven't actually
you.
got the invite.
So there was. Let's see if I can't get you in. Someone might have shout at me for doing this, but I'll invite you in and make sure you join as a spectator, obviously.
I'm going to take over one of the driver's seats, but yeah, if I get a free opportunity, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's gonna make me very unpopular if I do something like that. We look like pretty dodgy signal strength from Broken Arrow at the moment. Just need to mute everybody there, but I'll unmute you if you do manage to get in.
Yeah, not great signal from quite a lot of the grid actually. Not sure.
There we go. Okay. Well, welcome to the stream again. We'll maybe stitch these together, but this is now the race instead of the quali. We did full quali. We've had a little bit of a hiccup on the intro. We're relying on some honesty from everybody to make sure that they start on the right tyre and they start in the starting position that they had qualified in. We're here to have fun. This is an exhibition, so thankfully this isn't going to impact our championship at all. Yeah, I have Carrera Fran with us on co-commentary today.
Yes, indeed, and it is better it happens today than tomorrow. So
absolutely.
It's better it happens now, and hopefully we can try and fix any issues along the way.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
and unfortunately it was one of our main our regular drivers' connection that I don't want to besmirch him, but it seems to be Lightning's connection issue. But yeah, I don't know exactly if that's true.
Yeah, it does just look like all around everyone's connection just not looking good. Definitely on my screen, a lot of reds, few yellows, and no greens. So
yeah. I mean, I've got lots of greens, but yeah, definitely a few yellows and reds. So maybe they're just it's just a little bit dodgy. I don't know how you do a custom start grid, but I'm sure Storm knows what he's doing. He's going to organise that for us.
Yeah, there's drivers all around the world racing this, so it's not easy. So it can happen.
So you're still remind me, you're in the UAE at the moment?
Yeah, that's correct. The United Arab Emirates. Wi-Fi out here is actually quite good, so
yeah.
They claim to have one of the fastest Wi-Fi. They even advertise it in the UK, so hopefully that's true.
Awesome. Yeah, we haven't managed to get our watchers back on the stream at the moment, sadly. I really hope we can get going soon.
Yeah, we haven't even got the full grid back yet, so...
Because my friends that are waiting for me on a phone call are going to have to wait a bit longer.
Hopefully we get our remaining 6 drivers back in.
Yeah. Storm's just assembling the grid. He's asking who was P4, and I'm afraid I can't remember, but I can probably tune into the passing stream.
I can actually go back.
Yeah.
I can go back into the stream and tell. Or I would join. Actually, I would go back in the stream, but the problem is we did start a new one, so it's not there in the.
Of course, it's now. It's
stream,
now processing, isn't it? Yeah. I should have taken a screenshot. That's lax of me.
Hopefully, everyone's giving us reliable information and not cheating their way up into better positions, but yeah.
No, Pricey's managed to send Storm. It looks like Pricey's sent Storm the grid order in his DMs, so that's kind of cool. Good stuff.
So now remaining on 5 drive. 4 now. Hopefully we can get underway soon. We're almost there. 3 drivers remaining to join.
Good stuff. I think Storm's on the getting the grid sorted out as well. Shender's appeared, so that's trouble for most people if Shender's here and racing. Yeah.
Wonder if he's racing in the division this weekend. Wonder if he's racing. Otherwise, then there's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
It's going to be good action. This is very. Can always have close battles even at the start. Obviously, there is room for collisions. That's always a possibility. But corner 1, you know, let's see who has to back off, who's gonna full send into the first corner.
Yeah, it pays to be patient. There's a lot of draft you can get here, and it's not easy to get away from people behind you. So hopefully everyone will give each other room, and we can have a fair fight.
There's plenty of overtaking opportunities, and at the end of the day, there's 50%, so there's still quite a few laps. And just be patient, don't make a stupid move, and do the right thing. So hopefully we can get some good action with our safety car, or even the safety car could spice things up. Safety cars, bring out safety cars.
Yes, yeah, we've so far avoided that particular problem. But although we did have somebody mention that they pulled a George Russell on the way out of a safety car period already in our league. So yeah.
Yeah. But you learn from your mistakes and you move on. So
definitely.
Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Otherwise, that's really gonna hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone, it's fine to make a mistake. You just can't make the same mistake twice.
Unless you do it better, but
right.
Still.
Although when I used to play guitar, and they used to tell me in the band, if you make a mistake, do it again, and then it'll sound deliberate. So maybe there's some credit to that philosophy. Yeah, hopefully we can get going. Certainly, it's good to see Shender in the chat and in the race. I don't know if he's planning to race with us or he's going to opt out if we collect everybody together.
So this Silverstone Grand Prix is round 6, I believe. So it is April 2nd and April 3rd. So not long to go.
Okay, so
Still
good
got
practice.
A few more rounds to go, but yeah, we've got. So obviously Spa this weekend, 12th and 13th. Then the weekend after that, the Dutch Grand Prix or the Netherlands, March 19th, March 20th. Then after that, the Canadian Grand Prix, March 26th, March 27th, and then we come back to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix on April 2nd and April 3rd. So
nice.
Not long to go.
Yep. Yeah, I think they tried to get a nice mix of tracks in the in the grid, but I would really love to see Monaco on season 2. I'd like to get that in there as a request.
I mean, to watch it, yes, but to be one of the drivers, it could tell you a different opinion right there.
Yeah. I remember I was playing. I got this on launch day, and I was playing it maybe 2 weeks in. I played, and the AI was just atrocious.
For corner 1, they brake very early, so obviously you have to. You can brake later, but then if you brake too late, then you can go into the wall. That's an issue, and then it's a very tough track. But what's really good with it is it brings a lot of skill to the table. You know, you have to have that pace, but as well, qualifying is probably the most key part of that weekend. To overtake can be difficult. And if you're stuck behind, then you've got to, try and get your way past. But then if you can't, you're going to have to rely on strategy as well.
I haven't actually
play a part in it.
I haven't had the pleasure, so we say, of online racing in Monaco. That usually gets downvoted whenever I've tried. But I imagine it must be pretty awful. You try doing an unranked event in Monaco.
Yeah. It's been atrocious, and apparently now there's a new glitch to the Monaco pit lane, so where they actually turn in right on the start-stop straight, turn in right to the actual exit of the pit lane, and it drives them the wrong way through the pit lane and then just pits.
Oh,
And
great.
it takes half the time of a normal pit stop, so hopefully we don't see anyone doing that, but we'll see cars going the wrong way around, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Codemasters will probably see that and say no to that, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether this will be the height of F1 gaming until EA arrive on the picture.
Yeah. In a way, it can be bad because obviously they're very much paid to win, and they ask for a lot of money. There's potential things where, like the F2 season, they could ask you to pay another £10 roughly. Same for the classics. But in a way, EA have got a lot of money, so they can bring that money and improve the game. So in a way, it's a 50-50. They can improve. They've got the money, and yeah, but we're just gonna have to wait and see.
We are. That's
Honestly,
true.
I think it could be good.
Well, I mean, it's all going to be dependent on the condition of the company sale, isn't it? It's going to depend on what conditions, what ownership Codemasters retained in terms of intellectual property and how the F1 company, themselves are going to treat the relationship. I know that they'll drive audience over everything, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm not hugely hopeful, but I wasn't sure whether they'd even do F1 2021 on the PS4, let alone.
Yeah, there was rumours actually saying that Codemasters, or well, not even just saying Formula 1 2021 would actually only be on PlayStation 5 and the newer Xbox models, but I believe, well, there has been more sales on PS5 than the PS4, but of course it's been quite difficult to even get a PlayStation 5, so hopefully they go for the PlayStation 4 as well. And I think they will, because there is that cross-play between PS4 and PS5. I'm actually on the PS5 right now, and I play with PS4 players. It's basically the same almost operating system, use the same games and all that. So if it's on PS5, I'm sure it'll be on PS4.
Yeah, I haven't had I haven't got a PS5 set up, but what I'm most hoping for is VR play, because I absolutely adore racing in VR. It's just a shame I don't have VR. Haven't got the game's support yet, but for me it's the missing link. The ability to just go look into the mirrors, look into the apex. It's glorious on VR.
It's on a whole new level. It is the future, to be honest. VR is the future we are heading into. I actually tried the PlayStation VR official from Sony. Obviously, it's not actual VR, but it basically displays as if it's the screen on the VR, and I just zoom it in and
sort
bring
of cinema
it forward,
mode,
as if it's as if I'm driving. But of course, there is not really a lag, but it's just a delay, really small delay, but you can notice it after years of playing Formula 1 games. You can just notice it.
Yeah.
So it's just in the back of your mind. But as well, hopefully the new VR, Sony have agreed, and they've mentioned it, they are making new VR. So hopefully it can support more games, because
good stuff.
Honestly, that's the future we're heading, but there's not many games that do support it.
No, so I absolutely adore it. I love it. I've got the Iron Man game and the flight sim and things like that. They're just brilliant. Absolutely amazing. There's nothing so immersive.
Here we go, finally, though.
We're good to go, aren't we? Yeah.
Finally getting started.
Let's wait and see if the grid is actually formed and we've got everybody in the right order. I don't know in this case whether we'll even have a formation lap if we go straight into the race.
Unless we have it switched on, I'm not sure. Didn't get a chance to look at the setup. I saw it was.
No, I noticed it was set to clear race conditions, but I guess that's reasonable.
I think that was already going to be clear, actually, for the race.
Yeah.
Well, maybe unless there was going to be rain towards the end.
We usually race with dynamic, don't we? In Celeritas, we're usually on dynamic.
Interesting start to the Division 1 Sochi. Rain at the beginning of the race. That was interesting.
That was something else. That race really was.
Spa's going to be a whole new level if there's rain, which honestly, if it isn't the quality there's rain, it's going to be the race. That always happens to me, so I'm counting on some rain, at least.
Yeah.
But as well, the braking points, like, obviously the braking points you have to brake a bit earlier, obviously in the rain, on tracks, and you normally know that, but some reason with Spa, you think you brake earlier at this point, but actually you need to brake a lot earlier, especially long straights. So, and if you mistime it, it can really set you really wide, lose time, and someone behind could get the jump on you, and yeah. So it's counting on some rain, potentially.
We're about 10 seconds to go on the session. I think everybody's rushing to get their setups applied. It's easy to forget with a break in play. Let's see. Lights are on. I don't. Are we go? Or are we?
No, we are.
We are in racing.
We are. Are we?
No, I think you've.
It was a very slow start. At first, it was a very slow start,
it was.
And then now it's racing. Are they formation? I have a feeling it's formation.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
People do look like they're.
Formation. Yeah, actually.
We're definitely formation. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, at first I said formation, then they started to go faster, and then it's race, and now it's back to.
Yeah, well, Pricey was quick off the line, wasn't he? That was the misleading thing.
And then everyone else was going slow, so it's quite confusing. Was it race or was it formation? So, but now we know, so it's formation.
Shenda has joined us in P18, so he'll be racing from the back. Definitely one to watch. Watching Shenda in a black and red livery.
He's on the softs. I think the majority of the grid is on the softs.
Pretty sure Ben has changed his livery for the race, so nice quick change from him. Bacon, it's Bacon's birthday today, starting P15.
Hopefully get a nice, at least top 10 finish, maybe even a podium.
Yeah.
Could happen. Anything can happen in the long 26 lap race.
Now, I think Jonesy and Liakos are definite contenders for livery for me, and I'm liking Pricey's livery. I do not like Branch Manch. Lightning. I also like Waits' as well, though. There's definitely, I think there's a top 4 or 5 for me.
Yeah. So the first row, Pricey and Death Dragon, both on mediums. From Cohen all the way down to what's
Witsy
in P8 is on Witsy. We'll call him Witsy. P8 is on softs. Then we got Lightning on mediums. Then Branch Manch and Sir Quintifor on the softs, and then we got. I can see why you struggle on the names sometimes. Then we got P12 actually to P15 mediums, and then the rest of the softs. Now we're going to get ready for the lights.
Lights out and go in Silverstone. Pricey and Shenda well away from the start. It looks like possibly Cohen got a good break there, but no, Pricey, great grip out of the early corners.
We've got a spin.
Spin already.
We've got a spin.
Cohen, Exotic and Cohen up really well at the start there. I think Dragon, we may have lost Dragon in the spin, or at least in contact. Yellow in sector 1.
Another spin.
No trouble yet, but contact between the second and third place drivers on the way into Brooklands. Yeah, Exotic losing out to Cohen, but no damage done, it seems. Looks like Storm's really close up there behind Lewis. Exotic going wide. Lewis managed to get away from Storm going into Cops, but Dragon got the place back from Exotic.
It's been a horrible first lap for Lion. He spun first corner and he spun fourth, and now he's actually he's off again. He's off again.
Oh, dear.
Again. He's got damage now. He didn't have damage from the 2 spins, but now he's got damage, and he's 34 seconds down from.
Dear
me, so we got another spin. And someone's out. Quintus is out.
Quinn's gone already.
And I think that's a safety car.
Yeah, it looks like people are driving slowly. I haven't got safety car on my.
I've got a full course yellow, so I would be surprised if there isn't any safety car on VSC. Yeah, they're driving slowly now.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got any information either if it's safety car or not. But
so I don't know if Gwyneth disconned or whether he quitted out or got terminal damage, but he's
terminal
gone.
Damage. I was actually on him.
Whereas, right, Liliakos has managed to stay with us and will probably, hopefully, catch back up. Although if we're on VSC, it will be a little bit different.
I believe we are full on safety car.
Okay, it's not on my menu, sadly.
Yeah, neither for me. But that does help Liliakos. He's had a horrible first lap. 3 spins, well, 2 spins, and then went into the wall of I believe it was the 10th corner actually. And had damage, so he's boxing now. What tyre will he go? So he's going to obviously fix that wing. He's going on the medium, so.
Well, he started on the mediums. It would have opened. I mean, I would have decided to go on hards and open up my options.
Hards, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least go on the hards now, and then potentially almost go to the end of the race. It could be impossible. Could be very challenging, but at least you have that. You've taken obviously 2 tyre sets now, and you can make more of a decision. But now he's going to have to pit again because he's gone on the mediums at the start. And now he's currently again on the loose end. So he's going to have to do one more stop.
Yeah. Definitely. Although it can be. It can be easy to just not be able to change tyres on the way in if you're panicking and you know you've got damage and you're concerned about that.
Especially from a horrible first lap that he spun corner 2. I don't think it was his fault. I think there was quite a bit of contact there. Cars were going all around and then they were trying to avoid contact, and so that wasn't. I don't know. We'd have to see a replay of that to see what happened there. But corner 4 was actually him who just completely lost it.
Okay.
And it was corner 7, I believe, he actually went into the wall.
Well, hopefully he's got repairs made. Aitor Mento has gone in the pits as well, maybe hoping to get a free pit stop under the SC. But Schender made up the most places on the start. Schender made up 10. Schender made up 7 places, but picked up a penalty in so doing. So maybe skipped across.
Almost instant. The penalty came almost instantly. Actually, I was watching it. I think it was within the first few corners he got penalty. So.
Okay.
I don't think it was a jump start.
No, because he's been guilty of that before on the league.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
Yeah. I don't think it was a jump start, but the thing is, he got it so quickly within the first few corners that I don't see how he could have exceeded track limits that much. Unless he completely cut the corner, went full speed into it.
Price is flirting with overtaking the safety car here. He's obviously impatient to get going.
It's tempting. It's very tempting. Oh, someone's lost it. Schender's spun. He's dropped down to 15.
Oh no. It was almost going well for Schender, wasn't it? Oh, dear me.
Penalty on top. It's not going to help.
So he's come back from adversity before, but this is asking a lot. It's lap 3 under the safety car. We have Pricey, Cohen, Dragon, Exotic, Lewis and Storm making up your top 6. It's a long lap. Let's really hope that the safety car's on its way in, because it's a very long lap to go again, especially when we're late starting as we are tonight.
No matter what, Liliakos has made the back of the grid, so all the grid is now together, so that is good stuff. So he's back in the fight now. But
excellent. Looks like from Price's perspective, he's hanging back. He's warming the tyres. Looks like the safety car must be on its way in. So we've got lots of bunching up. I'm going to stay with Cohen and see when Pricey goes. He's waiting all the way into Vale. This is really late. There he goes. He's gone already. So nothing that Cohen could do about the exit there. He couldn't get on the power any earlier. But we've got fairly even spaces at the moment. Look like things are fairly close around P7-8. Waitsy closing up with Justin and Storm. But it doesn't look like any further accidents.
There's been quite a few penalties, 2 drivers with penalty, Ben Rapid penalty and broken arrow. Shenda has made himself get up into P14, I believe. Broken Arrow actually lost it.
How does Shenda do it? How does Shenda do this? He's just got one of those abilities to... I'm going to go up to P3 because Cohen and Dragon are close. Exotic is challenging very closely behind as well. Looks like Cohen is resisting Exotic coming out of Beckett's, but I anticipate we're going to see some action into Stowe. So even gap at the front. Looks like Lewis is close behind Exotic as well. Formation driving. Storm and Waitsy are together. Looks like Storm got up the inside of Waitsy, and Waitsy in turn lost out 2 places to Branch and Lightning as Storm managed to gain a place. So a bad series of corners there for Waitsy, sadly.
Shender's on the back of Broken Arrow, so we can see him take down straight. Hopefully he can get some positions done early and get on with it. Oh, and he's made P13. Ben Ratcliffe has just dropped it. Oh, he spun. He has spun.
Yeah, I can see that just in the background on the straight there. Yeah, Shenda just decisively scything through the field, goes past Jonesy. Next target is Bacon. Bacon's had a good opening stint, went from P15 to P11. So nice work from him, but he's going to see Shenda coming up behind him if he can't get ahead of Waitsy ahead of him.
Maybe it was all the pressure having Shenda in your rear mirrors.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically the equivalent of it's hammer time, so Shenda's on it.
Definitely. Looks like Branch is closing under braking with Storm here. He may have a go into Vale. It's not quite close enough, but enough to make Storm check his mirrors, I think. Branch hoping to stay close and perhaps take advantage of the next DRS zone. Stay with these guys. Hopefully catch some of the action coming up behind.
Branch is on the back of Storm now. Could be an overtake down the straight.
I fancy that as a good opportunity. His DRS is open, so he's pushing.
He's getting close. No, he's going to have to back off there.
He's got a better grip through the corner, but he wasn't close enough. He's just a little bit of contact through left field. Enough to push him out the side there. Yeah, looks like Storm is going to lose out at least 1 place here.
Storm. And Lightning's joining the fight here. Lightning is going on the move. Wow! Lightning that was pushed.
Terrific from Lightning. And looks like Storm has got attention from... Is that Shenda behind him? It is. Oh, Bacon?
Shenda's in P11 already.
No, I think it was Waitsy who spent his time... Hey, look, we were just on board.
Oh, there's contact! Contact between Shenda and Branch Match. Branch Match just lost it. And then
did it look to you like Shenda reset to track there? That's frowned upon in Celeritas.
No, wasn't. There was 2 cars going off. I think
back
Shenda
on the grass
went
again.
Shenda, I think, went on. I definitely saw a car reset to track there. I think it was Shenda.
Yeah.
I think it was Shenda because he went off.
He's just gone into the pits as well. Yeah.
So Brand Match lost it, and then
catalogue of problems through there.
Shenda went right into it, tried to avoid it, and unfortunately just got too close. Into the wall.
Absolutely. Branch goes to the outside there into turn 3, gets the inside into turn 4, and eases past Aitomento, who will get DRS. I think he was behind at the detection zone. Maybe not. So Branch on a recovery. Going to head up to see Storm and Waitsy because there's close action there on the old start-finish straight. Shenda
did have
not happy on...
He Sorry, he does have damage, Branch, so...
Right.
He hasn't pitted, but maybe he thinks it's fine. So, we'll see, it's more how it feels, not how it looks, but interesting to see where he can, how much he can do to the corners and how much it's affecting him. But if he can pull away, catch up, then...
Shender, it looks like Shender has lost 38 seconds from the car in 15th at the moment. He's not happy on the YouTube chat, sadly, but he has at least opted for those hards. So a decent run.
To the end.
Yeah, I anticipate certainly lap 8. I think he can get those hards to the end.
I believe it's around what, lap 11 you should start pit.
Yeah, that seems to be about right.
A little bit more of a get it to the end situation.
Well, of course they had the safety car, so that will extend the deg a little bit, won't it?
Yeah. But of course anything could happen, like we just saw. It could bring out another safety car, or a VSC.
Yeah.
Even a VSC could help. It's not as effective as the safety car, but obviously it still can. If you're positioned on the right place on the track, you can get a free pit stop almost.
Yeah.
Then maybe you should take it. But
agreed. Yeah. It's really tight. The top 5 are still really tight together. Pricey, Dragon, Cohen, Exotic, and Oliver that I'm riding on with right now. They're still really close. Pricey hasn't pulled away. I think that's probably down to the fact that Pricey and Dragon are on the medium tyre. So despite their apparent pace that they have in the race generally, I think that the soft tyre difference is helping the following 3 to stay with them. I think Cohen's showing really well here.
Yeah, top 5's all within a second of each other, so they are obviously it's quite difficult to overtake because they've all got DRS and that slipstream from each other. So when you're about to try and overtake the car in front, he's got DRS as well and the slipstream. So
yeah, I think in Silverstone it's all about piling the pressure on and finding grip in unconventional corners, because the DRS zones just aren't long at all. It looks like Exotic just having a look on the way into Brooklands there on Cohen, but I think he's just showing himself in the mirrors. I don't think he's going to be challenging.
If you get the perfect exit out that final corner where Maggots and Beckett's is, then you can get that. Hopefully that launch helps you for that straight. Get DRS there, I believe, as well. Yeah, you do. So hopefully that can give enough launch. But then, of course, the cars ahead have also got that DRS and slipstream on the other car that's in front of them. So
yeah, the dirty air effect is pretty strong though through Maggots and Beckett's. It's really hard to stay under the gearbox heading down the hangar straight.
Yeah, we're seeing quite a few penalties coming our way.
Yeah.
A few drivers. It can be quite difficult as well. You know, that's very tempting to go a little bit faster through a corner, carry a bit more speed, but then of course then that's a possibility of running wide, getting a penalty, but quite a few of the field have got penalties, so could almost maybe see everyone get one.
Yeah, we see it often. We see it often. It's not usually contact that causes the penalties. It's usually just those track limits. But of course, if you don't have strict track limits, then it's a free-for-all. As unfortunately they've seen on the official virtual Grand Prix, you just get jokers driving around like idiots, which is just embarrassing.
It's really tempting though. You want to get just a little bit more through each corner, get close enough to the car ahead, but then the penalties start to creep in, and then that brings it down. It doesn't help. You're not helping yourself. Like, yes, in a way you can go faster, but don't push it to a point that, you know, you're gonna it's talking from someone who's got 15-second penalty in the last race, but
no, you're right. I do think Exotic is nice and close up here. I saw Lewis taking a very different line through Luffield, but Exotic just skips across the dirt and loses all the traction and all the progress he'd made down the hangar straight because he just took too much speed out of Beckett's. Shame for him.
Pricey and Death Dragon are doing quite well on the medium.
Lewis has just pitted. I think Lewis is deciding that that he's not going at his optimal pace. Yeah. So let's.
Hold up.
It says the pit window's open for a medium. So we'll see what he just decides to do. Good stuff. Okay.
He's going for a medium.
So he will be our first test case, really, won't he? He'll be the one to watch, Lewis.
Could be a smart option, you know, not getting past, just getting hold up. Can't go to your true potential pace, and that hopefully doesn't get caught up in any other traffic.
That's always going to be the key, isn't it? Where does he come out? Where is he going to come out relative to Schender, particularly? I think
it's what's his potential risk? Is he out?
He is out, and he's got a header weight seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he's out of a weight seat. So that's good.
It is good. It is good. I think he's probably chosen a good strategy. I think that will probably work out well for him. We'll make sure we check in on when Exotic comes out of the pits and see where he manages to see if he manages to resist that undercut, or is he then forced to pit?
Yeah, let's see what the top two do, because they are on the medium, so they should go longer. But as well, they were still quite close to each other, and that potential
Cohen just defending.
Can help.
Cohen just defending on the way into Stowe, and Exotic chooses to pit as well. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I think that was a smarter option.
It was. He was definitely losing time behind Cohen, wasn't he? So. Yeah,
and the softs you'd have to pit eventually soon, and just don't lose too much time, because you've got Lewis Oliver on the mediums, fresh mediums. So it's either you stay on the softs, try and go longer, but you can't really get past. So it's the smartest option, I'd say.
Yeah, it looks like Storm has pitted as well. And look,
Lewis Oliver is coming around the final corner now. Let's see where he comes. Can he get ahead of iExotic? It's close.
It is close.
I think iExotic is going to get ahead, though. Yeah, he does. iExotic ahead. Oh! Lewis Oliver spun! He's lost it!
Under pressure. A spin that's
pushing too much.
Completely ruined. He's backed his way into the advertising hoarding and lost a couple of places there. We've lost Broken Arrow. Yeah.
DNF.
I was just watching Storm as he's closing in on weight seat. Storm's now put on the mediums, so it looks like everybody chose lap 11.
Brand match as well, spun on the final corner, a lot happening. And he spun again! He spun again! No. A lot of spins are happening on the medium runners. I don't know what's happening here at the moment.
Is it just coming out on those cold tyres, and we're losing... We're just not used to the difference in grip levels. But I mean, Schender has gained massively. Remember, he went into the pits 38 seconds behind the car in front. He's now 12.
Still a long way. Still a long way to go, but at least now I think the majority of the grid's pitted. We've got Justin is pitting in now, but he's into the fight now. He's got
Storm screams past weight seat into Stowe. It was an aggressive overtake. I'm not sure Waitsy saw him coming, but Storm gets up to P11, and we know how good Storm is on fresh tyres out of the pits. Back in Sochi, he had a great drive out, just picking a good time to pit.
It's a dream to be on fresh tyres. But it's kind of strange, a few of the mediums runners just spun on that lap. I think Lewis Oliver took too much. He went too much to the inside curb and actually went on the grass a bit. And then
just fighting
on the throttle that could spin it. Yeah.
But it looks like Dragon and Pricey are pretty close together on track as well. Looking to stretch these mediums out. I'm assuming they'll want to go on to softs to see the race out, but it'll be a little bit later on that they choose to pit. They'll be keeping an eye on the gaps though.
I think the softs would be the only reasonable option, because
sadly they're not going to see with the cars behind them. They're not going to see the soft runners closing on them.
Yeah.
They'll only see 2 or 3 places behind them, and everybody with them on track they're all on the same age tyres.
The front 2 runners will have to go on the softs, surely. There's no point in going on the hard, because the hards are for the longest stints, meant to be longer than the actual medium. So surely they're going to the softs. Otherwise, if they're going to the hards, they should do it now. But of course, they've still got that grip in the medium, so they'd have to be going to the softs.
It does look like Dragon is losing a bit of time. I think he's faster than Pricey at this stage of the race. This might force his hand to pit.
He's actually getting close, but I don't think he's going to make it.
He had amazing traction there at the last corner.
Yeah.
So we'll look to him down.
Of course, should he pit now, because he is, I'm sure he can go faster than Pricey because he's right on the back of him, but then of course those mediums meant to last because you're going to go on the softs after, and that if you go too early then that really messes up your soft strategy. But he's getting amazing traction here. Is he going to send it? No, he's not.
No, it was a little bit, I could see what Pricey was doing on track there, just letting him know he knew he was there.
Yeah. We've only got 2 drivers without penalties. That's Pricey and Cohen.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can keep it like that.
And I think Dragon will see that ahead. He'll know he has to get past, and significantly so.
But the good thing is, I think Dragon can get past. He does have pace. So surely, the question is, can he get past? Maybe there might be that difficulty.
I think he might have missed his opportunity now to pit. I think that was potentially his moment. Now he's almost forced into taking the same option as Pricey and making sure that he pits in front of Pricey, whatever happens.
Well, I don't think that the drivers behind actually are gaining that much. So they are, I'd say they're losing time compared to what they can do, but they're not losing too much time to the point that they need to they're losing time to the cars behind, because the gap, just looking from Dragon and Lightning, is just increasing. It was 12.9, I believe, like last lap. That's 13.9 and actually 14.
So yeah, they are pulling away.
Worrying. Yeah, they're doing a good job on the mediums though. All the top 6 on the mediums doing quite well.
Absolutely, yeah. But we'll keep an eye on those, because we know that Liakos has to pit again. He's going to have to pit.
And they're both pitting in now.
Both pit at the same time. Oh, you'd be tempted to do the opposite, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think Death Dragon actually should have stayed out, because he looked like he had the pace. But then obviously that overcut from Pricey down on the fresh tyres. Maybe, but like, of course, we know Death Dragon had that pace, so it's kind of a 50-50. Do you stay out, use your pace as the advantage, but then, of course, Pricey's got that fresh set of softs, which they're both on now.
Yeah. So they're hoping to run, what, 10 lap softs? That should be fine. No problem there.
Yeah, no problem, for sure. Especially with their pace and the mediums leading, both of them leading.
So just looking at Storm in P11, his gains have held a little bit. He's not making up quite the same amount of pace, but with Bacon pitting now, that promotes these guys. We've still got 3 cars yet to pit, and I think that the cars we're watching in 9, 10, 11th at the moment, I think those guys are going to be right with the front 3, as they are on track at the moment when they come out of the pits.
Yeah, just looking at the positions for people pitted. So obviously we have Pricey and Death Dragon. Exotics 3.3, and he was on fresh medium, so shows Pricey and Death Dragon really had some pace, especially being on all the tyres.
Definitely.
Same compound, but they're much older, so they do have the pace. So
absolutely.
The question is, can Exotic take the fight to them? Could be challenging to ask that. But
yeah, for sure. Valentine on the chat asks who's winning the livery, and I think for me it's Waitsy. I think he's got the best livery, although it's a very close thing, as Waitsy takes Atomento ahead of him. Difference in tyre as Storm goes past him, I think, just behind. No, had to bail on that move, but it's between him and Lewis Oliver. But I think Waits had a little bit more effort into his livery than Lewis Oliver, and I like the yellow used to separate the colour scheme. So that's my pick. Lightning's in the pits, dropping down the order. So again, promoting these guys. Jonesy and Liakos staying out. Liakos, of course, has got less time on the tyres to use. But Pricey's coming up to Liakos. He's hoping to take him around the outside of Luffield. I hope Liakos isn't going to feed him into the outside. He's not. That's good. He's not losing time himself, but he's making sure that he's not costing the leaders. Jonesy
really affecting them.
Yeah, it really is in the way.
As soon as possible. Price is now being blocked here, and Dragon's right behind him here.
Yeah, you'll be one. If you're Dragon, you're wanting to take this time.
Yeah.
This is
your shot here. Oh, Jones just moving a little bit closer to Price.
That was tough.
He's got that DRS though, so he's got that coverage. Try and help him defend Dragon.
Oh, Dragon just skirting with the track limits, but Pricey, I think in that battle has picked up. He has picked up a penalty.
He does have a penalty, so I think they both have the same.
No, Dragon's just got an extra one. So.
I think it was from that one then.
Yeah.
To the final sector. Yeah, that must have been the one then. But yeah, now it's really on pace.
So six seconds from Exotic behind these two. But this is really your battle. This is your battle for the lead. It's lap 18 right now. So we're into the latter third of the race.
There was a spin actually, final corner sector 3. I'm not sure who it was. I tried to go quickly to find out, but I'm not sure. Obviously it's not the F1 team livery, so it's quite difficult to see who it was.
Jonesy and Liakos, obviously, they just pitted at the same time, and Shender's up to P11, fighting hard for that final point, but he's got 7 seconds to catch Bacon.
You look at Cohen and P10 all the way to P12, they've all got dark livery, so it's all difficult to see who's who. So, yeah, a lot of dark liveries throughout the track. And then
Dragon's keeping, Dragon is really keeping Pricey honest here. Without Shender at the front, I was worried Pricey would get away like he did in Bahrain, but no, Dragon is definitely competitive. Certainly a contender for a Division 1 seat in Celeritas. So pushing him hard. Certainly on this track, on this day, he's got the speed.
Just trying to see who we mentioned earlier at the start of the race. One driver was on the mediums and pitted again for mediums just to see.
That was Liakos.
Pitted again. Liakos. Yeah, he's on the soft. Actually, he's just pitted literally a lap ago.
A battle for the lead. It looks like Dragon's just gone past on the hanger straight. Brilliant stuff. So got the move done before the braking for Brooklands, and let's see what kind of pace Dragon actually has now, because we've been waiting. We know he's been held up behind Pricey, and we'll see now what's Dragon got within him. Immediately he's pulling away.
Oh, Lewis Oliver's retired.
Yep.
What's happened there? But just I was going to mention Dragon out that last main straight there. He looked like he just started to pull away.
Yeah.
I don't know what Pricey can do now. Now it's just slipstream in the DRS.
He's derating as well. He's pulling away while derating.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see, because he was pulling away immediately after that.
Yeah.
But
we're back to DRS again for Pricey in this position, and it looks like Dragon, given the speed he had off the corner, I think he saved all his deployment for traction.
Yeah.
Out of turn 5, I think.
You can't get past your saver to the right now, man.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's done. That's, I think, the best option, really. It seems like Pricey he's keeping up a bit, but it looks like Dragon's just getting a little bit more grip.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dragon walks away here, inches away. I wouldn't say he's gonna do it easily, but he looked like he had better grip and better speed.
It was actually out of this corner right here. He had amazing traction. He just went completely, but obviously that slipstream and DRS on those 2 straights just it helps the car behind stay with you, and it can be really frustrating. Just try and pull away, but then you got that car and your slipstream and DRS staying with you. So
yeah.
But it does look like Dragon's a little bit further again around Maggots and Beckett now. He was last lap.
You can see the effect of the dirty air is that Pricey loses 2/10 through those corners.
Yeah.
And that won't be on driver skill. That'll be just on the arrows.
I'm trying to see the penalty. I'm not sure how many penalties Dragon's got compared to Pricey.
He's got 3 seconds more than Pricey, so he is going to need to get away from...
He's got to have 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a
Pricey's sticking with him here. Look at this.
Yeah. So maybe I'd say to Pricey, don't risk it with a track limit. Just stay within 3 seconds, and you've got it.
Yeah, unless he's watching on the YouTube, he's not going to know.
Yeah.
He'll just see the flag, won't he?
Yeah, unless he's going to take our tips. So.
Yeah.
But he's 4 tenths, looks slightly closer than he was last lap. But again, then just Death Dragon just pulling away, getting more grip. It doesn't seem like Death Dragon's pulling away enough. He's still got 6 laps, including this one. They'll have 5 when they cross the line. But the rate that Dragon's going, he is starting to pull away, and you can see it here. But he needs to pull away if he wants to win. He needs 3 seconds. You'll have to pull away more. But again, when you get out of that DRS zone, then that can really help end the slipstream, and then it'll be slightly easier, of course.
Yeah. Storm's up. Yeah, he's pulling away. I'm going to check in with Storm. Storm's pretty close to wait seat moment. Feel free to keep your eye on the other battle for us, but I want to make sure we catch action for more than just the top 2. Shender's up to P10. I think the last couple of places he made were down to Lewis, possibly his retirement. But Storm's 3.5 tenths behind wait seat, looking for a P5 finish. So far, Storm has finished generally around this area of the races. He's not got on the podium yet, and I'm sure that must be pretty irritating for him.
No changes to the top 2, still roughly 7 tenths gap. It does look a little bit more though for Death Dragon, pulling away slightly more, but it's still roughly around 7 tenths, now 6 tenths actually. But Death Dragon needs to get out of that DRS zone and just get on with it, because at the moment he's not winning this race.
No.
He's got 5 laps including this one, but just needs to get out.
Equally, Pricey could overstep track limits and nullify the difference in penalty. I have no idea whether Pricey's listening in. I'm pretty sure, from what I've watched before, I'm pretty sure Shender listens in, but he's about 7 seconds delayed on the stream. So I know that when I've looked at his onboard after the race, I've heard my own voice, so I know he's watching in the background. I don't know how he does it. Meanwhile, Storm is 1 tenth. He's taken the inside of wait seat, coming through. He got the inside out of Beckett's.
Storm's made it done. I think Storm's got
what
it
a
done.
move! He had DRS down the hanger straight as well, so great move to get into P5 from Storm.
Let's see if he can keep it now. Can he keep Wainsy behind? We'll see more DRS zones around the track.
He's on equal amount of penalties with the drivers behind him, so those will all be nullified.
And Death Dragon, I don't think he's made a mistake, but it's certainly slower now. It's 4 tenths now between Pricey and Death Dragon.
Yeah.
So somewhere Death Dragon's lost time within that first sector. That's allowed Pricey back close enough.
I'm not seeing any cars around. I don't think it was traffic that was to blame. I think you're probably right. A slight mistake, possibly, from Dragon.
Yeah, but Pricey's just got to... If I'm honest, I don't know. I think it'll be quite tough for Pricey to get by. It was tough for Death Dragon to get by, so it's probably going to be similar issues. So hopefully Pricey can just, if he wants to win, just play it smart. You know, don't risk that penalty, otherwise it could cost you the race here. But it's looking a lot closer now to Death Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, we must call out here that the race pace of these two is something pretty special compared to the rest of the field. Granted, they had the optimal strategy, but that's probably half a second a lap, and they've been fighting the whole time. Their pace is remarkable.
Yeah, and being stuck behind the car, it really can affect you dirty air, obviously, as well. But
3 tenths now for Pricey.
Yeah, he's right on the back of him now.
Yeah.
Can you get a better traction here? You could see a battle going into this corner now.
I'm going to look
at... just trying to get out of that slipstream.
Yeah, he's deploying. He's got a reasonable amount of energy.
Very close.
Closes under braking, but...
This could be a battle for the final lap here, although maybe the penalties might not help. This would be at least a very good battle at the end here.
I know they'll want to win on track. They want to win on track, I'm sure, but see, Dragon just caught a little bit of dirt on the way into Stowe there. So greedy on the apex, completely missed it in maggots. So Pricey will have easily made up for the dirty air effect through that fast complex. DRS open.
Yeah, if you time it right, you take the corner in the right way, right speed, you really can.
He went down to 5th there. I guess trying to counter that dirty air effect. But the 5th gear was screaming coming through Stowe. We've got 2 laps to go.
Still quite close to Storm. So could be some more battles there. I think you could actually.
I can't take my eyes off the lead at the moment.
But Shender's made himself get up to P9 now, and he's on. He's not right behind the possible Bacon, but he is making a move on it. So can he get?
Pricey's right up alongside, coming into Brooklands. He's got the inside line into left field. He takes the lead, and he's just got it. He's just got traction enough, but he's going to need to defend into Stowe.
Get it though. Yeah, this slipstream can be effective, but actually Pricey's just getting on with it.
Tremendous traction there. He is. Looks like he's looking good to try and take the lead, take the win on track. I get the feeling Dragon might be preserving fuel, at least compared to Pricey, because Pricey's drive there was really good.
His energy recovery system is only on 7%, obviously now 13 for that race, but that's still quite low.
Yeah, and Pricey's on 30, isn't he? Yeah. So it looks like advantage Pricey right now, but of course the pressure is immense. There's a little piece of end plate they've just passed on the start-finish straight there. That's going to be distracting for them. They're going to hope they're not going to catch any punctures.
That's probably. I think the only one on the start-finish straight was Pricey and Dragon. Either it came off them or it was just there the whole time.
Yeah, I haven't seen it before.
Yeah. Okay, well we got maybe another fight now. Dragon.
Here we go. He takes the outside. This is exactly what Pricey did to him, but he got it done before the braking into Brooklands. So it's a final lap.
Traction.
What has Pricey got?
Slipstream.
I fancy Pricey's got plenty of deployment to use on the way out of Beckett's, but let's see if he can't get it done. One little mistake through Magus and Beckett's, and he's lost all that penalty advantage he's got over Dragon. This is ding-dong between them.
Storm. Well, actually, Watsy and Storm quite close. They were close to Cohen, but Cohen started to pull on a gap a bit. But Watsy and Storm are quite close. So
I'm watching them at the front.
Battle for them too.
There's a slight dummy move. Pricey takes the inside. That was almost Mansell PK-esque. Wow. Tremendous. He's going to need to defend into Vale. I think it's advantage Pricey. He can't lose it from here. Pricey takes the win from Dragon on track, and it's exactly the way it's going to finish. What an amazing battle right to the final lap. Brilliant clean racing between Pricey and Dragon. Exotic crosses the line in 3rd. Cohen coming through in 4th. Storm, plenty of penalties, but I think the same as Waitsy behind him in 6th. Lightning is going to come through 7th, just ahead of Shender, who had a tremendous drive from the back, and then the back again, and the back again. Bacon's doing donuts. We'll give him that for his birthday on the line. At least letting people cross the line. Jonesy in 10th. Aitormento gets 11th. Liakos 12th. And I think Branch is going to come through with 12 seconds of penalties at the death of the race and come in 13th.
Shenda did make that move on Impossible Bacon. Did get P8. So, good
Brilliant.
recovery, though.
Brilliant stuff.
From an incident.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Branch is celebrating. I'm not sure what he's celebrating. P13 with some incidents and certainly an apology in the chat coming from him. But a debut event from Branch. I got to chat with him in Q3. Nice guy. Unfortunately, this time, nice guys appear to be finishing last. So,
just looking at Armento, he did 23 laps in the hard. So 3 laps on the soft, 23 laps on the hard. So that was a mighty stint.
There's Shenda with driver of the day as well. Not unusual for him to put in such a strong performance. This is...
Yeah, brilliant racing from those two.
Great racing from Pricey. Terrible taste in dance and and suit, but you know, Dragon's not much better on the suit side of things.
Yeah, but still, whatever suit livery they're wearing, they pulled some great racing.
That was really good, strong, clean racing. A pleasure to commentate over that, and a pleasure commentating with you, Carrera. Just to confirm our race positions: Pricey from Death Dragon, debuting with the league. Exotic, Cohen in 4th with Storm. A good strong drive in 5th. Tight with Waitsy and Lightning, 6th and 7th. Shenda had a very eventful race, but will be pleased, I'm sure, to be able to recover some points at the end of that. But of course, it's all for fun today, and I think this isn't for the division. Bacon in 9th. Jonesy got through and picked up the last point. A Tormento, as we mentioned there, Carrera spotted a really long stint on the tyres from him. Liakos, Branch Manch, and then our non-finishers, Justin, Lewis, Broken Arrow. Ben has suffered a terrible day, as has Quinn. So that's the end of our race coverage. Apologies for the interruption in the race stream. But we'll rename the streams properly and hopefully try and trim them down a bit. But good driving, a really fun evening, and great to chat with you today, Carrera.
Yeah, same here. Amazing everything, amazing overtakes. So yeah, it's a pleasure.
Good stuff. Good luck at the weekend in Belgium, and we look forward to catching everyone on the next race day.
Yeah.
All the best. Take care, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, everyone.